Hello, my dear, from wherever you're currently watching from. Same place, different time, here on this channel where we exchange the treasures that we find along the way. What a week! I'm talking to you as an Aries right now. Not sure if you're an Aries. If, in case you're not, there might be probably something in this message for you too. But just keeping in mind that I'm an Aries will probably help to figure out the words that I'm trying to get out. I believe that as an Aries, to me, sometimes it feels very natural to start things, to spark, to bring the spark to projects, to ideas, to bring the spark to people, to help them to start on their own. And not only being the first sign of the astrology, I feel like for me, it's something that it comes natural to me. It seems easy. However, I also noticed that after that initiation, there comes this time where I have this kind of feeling that I need to stick to something because I've studied it, right? I want to get it right. I want to do it in the right way. However, this week, I believe that this old belief system of mine is crumbling down because there is truth in the idea that we progress, each and every one of us. Everything changes every day. So what felt good in one moment in time doesn't need to feel good along the process. It becomes more so clearer when I think about my own independence and working and having cooperation partners that I work with. What felt good initially, in the beginning, is something that I'm not feeling drawn to anymore. And especially this week, it comes to a point where it's not even feeling like it's aligning with my higher self, but it actually becomes it becomes a situation where I feel like protection is needed. And so if that in one way or another resonates for you, I feel like protection is something that should be part of our everyday lives, not because of fear. Not because of, I could go into a lot of different topics that I won't do in this video right now. But what I will say is that protection is not weakness, but also not being naive. Protection belongs to our lives. It should belong to our lives. Because if we take responsibility for ourselves, for the information that we share, the information that we share with other people, with our businesses, with our ideas, with our energy, in whatever kind of form that might look like in your day-to-day life, we should be responsible enough. But at the same time, not being afraid of being vulnerable and open, but at the same time making sure that we are not openly to people who might have bad intentions. I believe that all of us, we're protected all the time. And I see that happening in so many different scenarios. And at the same time, as a woman in my own business, I feel that this message should be an empowering one to you out there too. Because knowing your data is taking responsible action for your own stuff, however that looks like for you. And you can have the best partners in your life, but you should be in a position where you exactly know what is going on and where you have full transparency into what is happening. And there are certain things that you can do to protect yourself. From a technological perspective, there are things that you can implement. There are a lot of antivirus programs out there that are really good, that I would highly recommend. At the same time, you can, having a lawyer at your side with whom you can have a chit chat over certain topics, who is aware of the topics that you are having blind spots about. Those conversations can be great. But also from a spiritual perspective, I do feel that, especially this week, I'm not too sure if this is just Aries specific, or there might be others that feel that too, but I really feel that it's asking, this specific period of time right now is asking us to protect ourselves. And at the same time, to remind ourselves that we are protected. There are steps that we can do, but we should not give in to fear or doubt, because we all know how the things work. And by focusing on safety because of empowerment and responsibility, this is an area that I would like to focus on. Because I believe that where there is a lot of light, there is a lot of shadow too. But dimming the light, because there are mosquitoes around the sun or the lamp, would not be the way to go. So keep your head up straight. Keep on walking. Be reminded that you are protected, that you are safe. And take this message as a reminder to check possible blind spots that you might have. Maybe even tasks or areas that you know that you would need to focus on, but that you just don't prioritize up until now. To more so become even more empowered to go for it. Because Aries or not, if you're a starter, there's a reason why that idea has come to you. So as always, it is an experience to make. There will be tons and tons and a lot of more experiences to do on this journey. So I will take this message too as a reminder for myself. And I appreciate you. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.